Hey, congratulations for Weird, the Al Yankovic story.
Thank you so much.
Seen the film? I took me off guard. I actually thought it was a real biopic.
Yes. I love it. At what point did you realize?
I was just watching and watching, and I was going, none of this could be real. I mean, this has to be fabricated. So tell us what percentage of this story was even real at all?
Oh, I don't know, 3%. Like, do the songs count? Because those are all real. How those songs were created, not so much. I mean, My Bologna was recorded in a bathroom. That's a fact. Those are the names of the guys in Al's band. Like, there's another fact. Dr. Demento, very important part of Al's journey. Played him on the radio. Really helped him along early in his career. Outside of that, I don't know. There's not much more truth. We tried to craft Al's life is, I don't know if it would make for a really engaging biopic. It's just kind of a nice life that he led. He didn't drink. He didn't do drugs. He doesn't curse. His parents were very supportive. We felt like in order to do this biopic justice, we had to completely throw truth out the window and fabricate everything and create a dramatic, ultra dramatic story for him.
Absolutely, and it seems like you took a lot of stories from several rock stars to compose a story. What were some of the influences?
Yeah, I mean, this thing originally started as a fake movie trailer that I did for Funny or Die like a decade earlier. And Al and I sat down and watched like every biopic trailer at that time because we like wrote the beats of that fake trailer together. There's definitely some Jim Morrison in there. There was like a little Johnny Cash, at least in the original trailer. But once we got closer to making, when we decided to turn it into a full-length feature, we didn't really point to like a specific biopic. Like, it's not really a parody of a specific biopic or a specific, person-specific story. We sort of wanted to satirize the biopic genre as a whole. So really, we just looked at like, what are the story beats of all of these biopics, from fictional biopics like Boogie Nights and Forrest Gump to, rock biopics like Bohemian Rhapsody and Rocket Man. And, once we boiled down all those story beats, we're like, let's just start from scratch and kind of craft an original story, take the structure, the chronology of like a piece of Al's life and career, and then just take it off the rails and deconstruct the biopic and put it back together and try to do something like fresh and inventive, for our version.
Now, I guess when you're doing movies like this, music rights, it's always, paramount. But how did Al help you guys in this, and what was the song choice selections for a project like this?
Yeah, so I mean, we sort of went with the actual chronology of his career, like the hits as they rolled out. So, My Bologna, I Love Rocky Road, another one, Rides the Bus. We knew that those had to be like our first three. We had to include the biggest hits. We have Eat It, Like a Surgeon, those big hits from that time period. And then we kind of ran out of movie, The movie can only be so long. So we're like, all right, well, we got to kind of cap it there. Maybe add a couple more. We have Amish Paradise works its way in. And clearing the rights for all of these. I mean, it's partial rights, I think. We have to pay royalties to, the original composers of the song that's getting parodied. And Al luckily has 40 years of relationships with these artists and, has used these songs in other movies and different mediums. So, it wasn't that crazy getting the rights to these songs. But we have so many leftover songs that weren't used. I feel like we have to make a sequel or something. the first biopic to ever have a sequel, and we'll use all the songs from the '90s and the 2000s.
That would actually definitely be interesting.
Yeah, where do you
Now,
go? Where do you go from here?
what was it an easy process to have Daniel recreate, some of those musical scenes?
Yeah, I mean, it was like it was easy because Dan is so hardworking. I mean, he learned how to play the accordion well enough to like fake it with a hollowed out accordion and have it look realistic, which is incredible. We had some rehearsal time before we shot, so we got him and the guys from the band together, and Al was there with us for the rehearsals, stepping in every so often to give him hand placement notes, or I'd kind of do it like this. So Dan really like kind of created his own version of Weird Al for the movie, which is what it called for. When it got to the performances, yeah, those were a little more, Al was right there on the sidelines coaching him through those.
And how did you guys come up with the decision on Al's cameo for the film? Was it his idea, or you just stumbled on it?
Yeah, I mean, I think we both. I can't remember whose idea it was. When we knew we wanted to put him in it, I can't remember whose idea exactly it was. But the fun of having him play that particular character is that he gets to be mean to the movie version of himself. We thought that was kind of a fun, meta moment of like real Weird Al telling movie Weird Al that he's a loser.
Excellent. And one more thing, Eric, is how did you pull so much talent? How did you pull out your Rolodex, and did you call everybody up and everyone said yes because they just heard it's Al?
Yeah, well, so it was Al's Rolodex, and he made those calls personally. So basically, Al gave me a big list of like, hey, here's all like the famous, funny friends of mine, or people that I'm like acquaintances with, or I know are fans of mine, and we've, I send them a holiday card every year, and basically we kind of went through that list and picked, okay, this person for that, this person for this, and yeah, Al would reach out to them, and it was incredible, like getting the texts from Al. 20 minutes after reaching out to someone, he's texted me like, they're in. They're just asking what day, and they'll make it work.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it was incredible. A lot of goodwill. Everyone loves Al Yankovic.
That is terrific. Well, Eric, thank you very much for this conversation. I can't wait for the biopic sequel then.
Me either. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.